Welcome to the very first episode of Confessions of the PCA, or Confessions of Wrestling, or Confessions of the Shining Star. I really don't know the name of the show. I just know this is a new premise for us. We came up with the idea actually on the car ride back home today from Atlantic City. Because we're always trying to elevate our game. When I say our game, I mean me and the PCA, which the PCA is the Pancorp agency. I'm sorry. By the way, this is gonna be unfiltered, unedited. So whatever little flop that I have, yeah, whatever. I'm not gonna edit it. It's all right, no problem. I was thinking of the idea of the Real World, and when they were doing the whole shtick in MTV and stuff like that, and the person would come in and just say whatever's on their mind. So I'm taking that premise and I'm putting it towards wrestling, because I am a professional wrestler and I do take on shows quite frequently. Obviously not right now because of COVID and everything that happened. So this is just going to be like a wrap-up show, just sort of to explain on how I felt and what I've seen and what I experienced throughout the wrestling weekend. Or it'll be every 2 weekends, depending on how many shows I get in between and stuff like that. But for the main purpose of the show is just to come to you and just give you a little insight of my crazy world of professional wrestling, and the stories and my friends and my brothers, guys that I consider very dear good friends of mine, the good poppies, as we like to call ourselves. It's me, AJ Pan, Joey Ace, Mike Law, and Azrael. And we are all like-minded individuals, and we just all sync in the same page, and we all see things in the same light, and we all try to figure out ways on how to up our game, so that we can get more eyes on us and figure out how can we get you to have your friend check us out and say, hey, look, listen, these guys do this and these guys do that, and so on and so forth. Word of mouth, because we don't have a big production company. We don't have writers behind us. We don't have a cameraman. We are our own cameraman. We are our own photographers. Sometimes when I'm in a show, I'll pull Joey to the side. Hey, listen, come give me a hand real quick. And even though we're all on the same page, I don't like bothering him because he has to do his thing, I have to do my thing, but some way, somehow, we try to make it work so that we can all collectively have our footage and our photos and our pictures and our promos and everything else that goes in between, and our matches and just everything. So this is just sort of like a small insight into that. So this past weekend, we were in Atlantic City at the Showboat Casino, September 5th, 2020. This is our first show back from COVID. And let me tell you, it was a lot of fun. It was the debut of the Shining Star at BCW, Shining Star Ray Kalitri, for those who don't know. Even though I was in there previously, I was there in tag team. I did 2 tag team things in BCW, but I was never single. I never came out single debut. So this was pretty cool. And what was also pretty cool about it is that I actually had to wrestle a woman. I wrestled Faye Jackson, which for BCW, that's their top person, their top wrestler, one of their top wrestlers in the company. And for them to trust me with her, it means the world to me, because you just don't trust your top wrestler with people that you don't really know and stuff like that and everything in between. But I'm so happy that they trusted me with her, and I came to them with the idea of what I pitched them the idea of what I would like to do, and they wasn't too sure about it. They were in the fence. Oh, we're not sure if it's gonna work and everything in between. Because I like to do the whole Eddie Guerrero, mamacita, I'm ladies man, but I put my twist on it, which is the Shining Star twist, which is Bobby Fresh twist on it, right? Which is the 2020 twist to it, right? So I present them the idea, we're not sure it's gonna work, this and that, whatever. Finally get the green light. So finally, boom, I come out for the debut. Crowd was good. Crowd was into it. Then Faye Jackson decides to come out with the freaking Lost Boys. And she's like, she had an awesome entrance. Um, and then, I got a live mic on the show, and that never happens. You never give a new guy that's coming into the company um, a live mic. Like, I've been to other shows and stuff where people do trust me, and they're able to trust me with the live mic because you don't want to say the wrong thing or whatever. Because it is a family oriented show, and sometimes emotions escalate very high, especially in the world of wrestling. Everyone's competing, but very grateful that they gave me my 30 seconds of shine. She comes out with the Lost Boys. I tell them, oh, you came out with the Lost Boys, but I'm gonna make sure you find your way with Poppy Fresh. Oh my God, it was so good. The Lost Boys were like, oh my God, what did he just say? I can't believe he just said that. I'm like, yeah, I just said that. Like, you're like, yeah, I just said that. So that was pretty cool. And unfortunately, I did lose. I miscalculated certain moves, and I was sort of distracted by all of her. You know how it goes. You know how it goes. I don't have to, look her up. You'll see. Or you'll see the footage when we post it on YouTube. Very good show. Then we did a segment with Darius Carter towards the end of the show, towards the end of the night, where it was me, AJ Penn, Joey Ace, and Mike Law. We came out to congratulate Mr. Darius Carter because he just retained his championship belt. I'm sorry. Again, no editing. Championship belt against JTG. And, we go in and we corner him, right? And he just completely turns the tables on us. And then now he puts, you have the number one heel company in the ring. And we have the number one heel group. Or to me, in my mind, number one heel group in the company inside the ring. And he just completely turned everything around. And he had us arguing, like legit arguing with each other in the ring. Like, I felt the tension. And it was something surreal because you don't get those moments. Those are moments that just happen on the fly, which means like on the spot as you go. You're not really thinking about it. You're just going off emotion, right? And your mannerism and the placement of where people are and stuff that you have going on backstage and in real life, and it just all comes crashing, and that makes for the best TV or clips, whatever you want to call it. But there's some stuff that we are dealing with within house, but I'm pretty sure we'll figure it out because I think within 2 weeks, no, a little bit less than 2 weeks, we have a big show for ECWA, ECWA Super 8. And, in no way, shape, or form am I getting paid from promoting them or anything like that. But it's a big show for us because Joey Ace is going up for the championship against Sam Shields. And if he doesn't win, he doesn't get any more shots. And we're not sure of the PCA. We're not sure if we're going to be welcomed back into the building, so to speak, right? But we'll see. We'll see what happens. It's all drama and it unfolds in front of your eyes, and on the internet and YouTube and Instagram and everything, and you'll see it. But we're looking forward to that. That's our very next big show. That'll be me, AJ Pan, and Joey Ace. Mike Law will be somewhere else, and Azrael's will be somewhere else. And just like the some of the antics that we just do behind the scenes that. It's so hard to describe because I never want to be that person that I like to be in the moment when I'm with my friends, right? Because I do enough of this, right? As far as putting myself out there and my wrestling stuff. Usually when it comes to like personal moments, I like to just like, just be there. I don't want to have to like, grab my phone, fumble, and be like, hold on, wait, that thought, hold on, say it, click, like, what I mean? So it's just a lot of stuff that we do. A lot of stuff that we get away with, all fun and games, and it's all love, and I couldn't be happier to be part of a group of guys who care so much about this business, and the camaraderie that we have is just amazing. It's just, you would think that I know these guys for over 20 years or something, and we've only been together for 2 years. Well, I've only been part of them for 2 years, and it's just so crazy because we just meet and then just picks up, because we're all like-minded. We, again, like I said, we want to take our game to the next level. We're always thinking of content. We're always thinking of the next move. We're always thinking of the next promo, the next photo shoot, the next show that we got to do. How do we get to Japan? How do we get to Mexico? How do we send our stuff to Canada? Like, that stuff that we have to worry about as professionals, because everyone has the same end goal. Everyone wants to be on TV. Everyone wants to be noticed. This is why we get into the business, right? But yeah, the in-ring debut wasn't too good. Hopefully it'll be better. My second appearance will be better than my first, as always. And I apologize, because I'm just bouncing back and forth in my head between everything that has transpired and happened throughout the weekend, that I'll just jump back and forth. So I'm sorry if that drives you crazy. I do apologize in advance. But if you guys have any questions, comments, drop them below. DM me. I'm very active on that. I will reply back. Also, if you can help me come up with the name for the show, maybe help me out, give me a hand, who knows. If not, I'll end up coming up with one within the next few days or so. And then we brought along Joey Ace's dog, Mickey. Yeah, that was fun. We had to stop every like half an hour just to give Mickey a pee break, because he's the mascot of PCA and he's got to get treated like a king, like a dog king, right? But a lot of fun. First show back, like I said, since March or so. We look forward to continue working, and we all followed the guidelines, and we all had to get, like, it was crazy because we all had to get the COVID test, right? So everyone's scrambling because we got like a 10-day notice or something. So like all the talent is scrambling to get this test done. Luckily, some of us found some areas that were willing to take us right away, and then some of us, we had to make appointments, and then we had to wait. But yeah, everything came all together great. And then they had a little comedy show, which was pretty cool. Then they also had a watch party for AEW. That was also pretty cool. They had like on a big screen with a projector, and the people were there, and the food and the drinks, and some of the talent were there, and some of the fans still hung out with us, which was pretty cool. And then towards the end of the night, they had like this brutal death match, which it was just crazy. But it was definitely absolutely a fun night, fun Saturday night, full of wrestling, and with my brothers, with my friends, with guys that I ride up and down with, and I talk to every single day. But yeah, hopefully we'll continue this, and we'll continue pushing out these episodes and these series, and who knows where it goes, right? So I'll see you guys soon, maybe for the ECWA Super 8. Like I said, we'll come back and do the whole confessions thing, see how you feel. Well, not how you felt, but how I felt, and how Joey felt, and everyone else. Thanks for watching. Subscribe, like, follow me on Facebook, Ray Calitri. I'm sorry, I apologize. YouTube, Ray Calitri, and Instagram, Papi Fresh. That's PAP1 Fresh. Yes, I know. Ha ha ha. And it's not pronounced Poppy. Papi Fresh. Okay? See you soon.